I'm a telecom professional, very passionate about energy and making the infrastructure as green as possible. That's what my dream is. I am the chief mentor for Costlight, a company that specializes in energy storage management, technologies that allow energy to be preserved and used when needed. And this is not just batteries, it's comprehensive solutions. I think what is most important in today's world for grid deficient markets like we have in India is to be conscious that technology can only play so much role. It is us as people to be able to convert technologies into operational framework as individuals, as societies and as communities to then claim the use of that technology. There is no technology that's bad because it's created by human beings. It's the operational use of it that makes it good or bad. So take for example storage technology. Lead acid is a storage technology. It's chemistry. It's used in cars and it will continue to be used in cars. The application is suitable for mobile applications, but when you look at some of the challenges which are greater than that, which is when you are having grid deficient markets like India, Myanmar, Cambodia, Vietnam, most parts of Africa, then you want technologies of storage which allow you to keep the energy very quickly deposited and then use it for an extended period of time. And that's what my company specializes in. And that's how we try to bring greenness to telecommunications.
As you rightly mentioned, India is a huge market where we have a huge number of telecom towers which are powering the networks. And unfortunately, still most of the towers are running on diesel and natural resources. So how do you look at the scenario today, and can it be changed through some of the technologies that you are mentioning?
Not only can, it is being changed and it will change very rapidly. So the earlier mode of conduct was wherever there is shortage of power, switch on the diesel generator. That was the easiest thing to do. But we realized to our dismay that we are consuming a precious resource which is fossil fuels and we are generating carbon. And technologies of storage, if coupled with renewable energy. So for example, imagine a situation where solar panels charge the battery which then runs the telecom infrastructure and in the process reduce the diesel usage. This is a magical combination. Sometimes you do not have the ability to install a solar system because of land availability, south orientation, technical, even other constraints and restraints. Yet, it is always possible to be creative with storage. And I see that progressively in market after market and in significantly those areas where grid is poor. When I say poor, grid is not available for more than 8 hours or so, that such solutions will become the norm rather than exception. What happened to solar will happen today to lithium technology. And lithium technology specifically I want to highlight is one where it is not sensitive to temperature, which means it can run in typical ambient temperatures of India. Two, it has an ability to be charged very quickly. The phone that you have, the iPad that you have and the laptop that you have all have lithium batteries. So it charges quickly and allows you to work the whole day. You don't have to run to charge it again and again. Same thing, if applied to telecom infrastructure, will allow you to charge it quickly and then discharge over an extended period of time. Once that happens, you will be able to create autonomy of site infrastructure. Even at those places where today diesel runs for 20 hours, you can reduce it to no more than 6 to 8 hours.
Now, as an organization focusing on the areas that you mentioned, what are some of the possibilities that you look at while aligning with the ongoing government's initiative to Make in India, especially Digital India campaign?
We are fully aligned with Make in India. There is a very large manufacturing plant of Coslight that is up and coming in Himachal Pradesh, one of the largest that we have, and this plant will be manufacturing and optimizing technologies that we have created over the last 24 years for production use in India and then export from India to other markets. So we are very conscious, we are well aligned, and we are happy to join the vision of the Honorable Prime Minister.